In this video, we're going to do two things. First, we're going to run a marathon. Second, I'm going to share 5 things running has taught me about spirituality. Here we go. Breathing isn't something you do, but something you witness as it happens. That's Tolle, and it's a quote that stuck with me pretty much my entire adult life, but especially when I'm running, because running is this implicit connection to your breath. And in the Bible, there's 2 languages, Hebrew, which is what the Hebrew scriptures are written in, and Greek, which is what the Christian scriptures are written in. And in Hebrew, the word for spirit is ruach, which is also the same word as breath. In Greek, the word pneuma is spirit, and you guessed it, breath. So the breath of God hovering over the waters brought forth creation. The breath, the Spirit of God, brought life into people. And in the Christian scriptures, this Spirit, breath of God, comes on the followers of Jesus in these new and life-changing ways. It's all about breath, spirit, which is what spirituality and running are all about, right? All right, there you go. That's thing number 1. God is not a being, God is the ground of being. That's Paul Tillich, theologian. He's talking about, ontotheology. That's a big word. We're not talking about that. We're talking about running and the spirituality of running. The second thing is being present where you are, your feet on the ground. We go through so much of our life disconnected from the ground beneath our feet, but running is one of those times when you are so deeply connected to it. Whether that's the intentional awareness you have to have over the terrain, are you on a curb, a hill, a route, a trail? What are you running on matters. You have to be present with it. And that presence to the ground beneath our feet, that's a spiritual practice. That is an intentional and incredible spirituality. Be present where you are, feel each step, and notice what you notice. Maybe that's the takeaway. That's number 2. Go quickly, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. That's an African proverb, and I think it's true of life, but also of running. Running reminds me that even if I'm running by myself, I'm not alone. There are so many other runners, even in my tiny small town or in a giant big city. You are always connected to other people who are runners. It's a part of a community just by going out and putting one foot in front of the other. And I think there's something very spiritual about that. Even if you're by yourself, you're not alone. I love it. That's number 3. You don't have to see the whole staircase, just take the first step. That's Martin Luther King Jr. One of the many quotes he said that you may have never heard, but I think it's so connected to running and a spirituality of running because you can't always see the whole staircase. It's going to be hard. That hill keeps on going. The marathon seems like mile 26 just never keeps coming. All this to say, running isn't easy. Life isn't easy, but one thing running teaches us, at least it teaches me, is how to keep going, how to get out there, how to put one foot in front of the other, even or especially because it's hard. This is definitely a life practice, a spiritual practice, reminding us that faith is not always easy. This work for justice is not always easy, but we keep doing it. We put one foot in front of the other. We run up the hill, even when we can't see the top, and we keep going. Maybe this is a Thomas the Tank Engine spirituality now.
I think I can. I think I can. I think I can.
Yeah, either way, I'll take it. That's number 4. The way to heaven is heaven. That's Catherine of Siena, and she's talking about, living this life is the point, not just the destination. And I think the same is true of running. It's not just about the finish line. That's the start line over there. It's not just about the finish line, even though that can seem like the whole point of running a marathon or any race. But what if all the way to heaven is heaven? What if the whole run is the point of the run, not just where you're headed? That, to me, is the 5th and final, and maybe the most important tip I can learn about spirituality from running. It's not about where you're going, it's about where you are and how you're getting there. It's the process, not the destination. It's the journey. So take that for running, take that for life, take that for spirituality. Let's go run this race, and let's finish it. But remember, all the way to heaven is heaven.